Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I stand before you, not to give you a pep talk, not to inspire you with weak words of comfort or false promises. I'm here to tell you the truth, the brutal, unapologetic truth. Life is not about playing it safe or hoping things will magically get better. It's about taking risks, demanding more of yourself, and pushing far beyond the limits most people never even think to question. We are here today to talk about an idea that I believe is a game changer, a life changer, walking away from the 95%. I'm not talking about physically leaving your current situation. No, it's much deeper than that. It's about walking away from the mindset, the comfort zone, the mediocrity, and the excuses that keep 95% of people stuck in a rut. The 95% who never break through, never become more than they were born to be. And trust me, if you want to achieve something great in this life, you need to separate yourself from the 95% and join the 5% who go after what they truly want. So let's not waste time here, shall we? The following 7 key points are not suggestions, they are mandates. If you take them seriously and commit to acting on them, you'll find yourself in the top tier of achievers. A place where success isn't just a possibility, but a certainty. So listen up, take notes, and prepare yourself to make a change that will define your future. Your comfort zone is your prison. Most people spend their lives confined to their comfort zone, like sheep to their pens. You wake up, you go to work, you get paid just enough to survive, and then you do it all again the next day. That's life for 95% of the population. And that's exactly where you need to break free. The problem with the comfort zone is that it's an illusion. It's not safe. It's a trap that keeps you from realizing your true potential. People will tell you that the secret to happiness is in stability, that you should avoid risk at all costs. But this is nothing more than a myth designed to keep you in line with the herd. To truly grow, you must be uncomfortable. You must put yourself in situations that challenge you. You cannot expect extraordinary results by doing ordinary things. The moment you step outside the comfort zone, the world will seem hostile. Things will get harder, not easier. But that's exactly when you begin to grow. You start learning new skills, building new relationships, and discovering just how capable you really are. It's in the discomfort that your power is unleashed, but you have to be willing to take that first step, away from the mediocrity that everyone else is settling for, and into the realm of possibility where you will become the best version of yourself. Most people will never take that step. Most people will stay right where they are, quietly wishing for something more, but doing nothing to make it happen. That's the 95%. If you're willing to step outside that prison, then you're already ahead of the game. You've taken the first most important step toward greatness. The key is to recognize that the discomfort you feel when you push yourself is not a signal to stop. It's a sign that you're on the right path. Growth is painful, but it's the only way forward. There are no shortcuts, no magic pills, no secret paths. You have to embrace the discomfort and fight through it. Only then will you break free from the prison of mediocrity and find the success that lies beyond. Stop settling for mediocre goals. The world doesn't reward mediocrity. And yet, that's what most people do. They set small goals that are easy to achieve and convince themselves they're doing well. The problem with that is that small goals don't drive you to become great. They just keep you on the treadmill of sameness, going nowhere fast. Why do so many people settle for mediocrity? Because it's easy. It's comfortable. It doesn't require much effort or risk. But let me tell you something, if you want to achieve greatness, you need to set goals that scare you. Goals that make you nervous, anxious, excited, and afraid all at once. Those are the goals worth pursuing, not the ones that make you feel safe, not the ones that allow you to stay in your cozy little bubble. If your goals aren't big enough to make you question whether or not you can actually achieve them, you're not aiming high enough. And when you don't aim high enough, you won't push yourself to the limits required to reach your full potential. This is why so many people stay stuck in the 95%. They play it safe, and they wonder why they're never truly successful. The truth is, they haven't set themselves up for success because their goals are too small. In order to break through, you need to think bigger. You need to set audacious goals that require you to stretch beyond your current capabilities. Goals that force you to grow, to learn, to change. And while achieving these goals will never be easy, they will be worth every ounce of effort you put in. But here's the kicker. You can't wait for someone else to tell you what your goals should be. You have to decide for yourself. You have to take control of your life and create your own vision for success. The 95% are waiting for a sign, a green light, an opportunity. But the 5%, they create their own opportunities. They know that the only way to succeed is to go after what they want, regardless of the obstacles in their way. Failure is not a setback, it's a stepping stone. Here's another truth. Most people are terrified of failure. They avoid it at all costs because they've been taught that failure is a sign of weakness or incompetence. This fear of failure is one of the biggest things that holds people back from achieving greatness. But I'm here to tell you, failure is not the enemy. In fact, failure is your greatest teacher. Every time you fail, you learn something valuable. You learn what doesn't work. You learn what needs to be adjusted. And most importantly, you learn how to improve and grow. The 95% see failure as something to avoid. They quit when things don't go as planned. But the 5%, they embrace failure. They see it as a necessary part of the process, as part of the journey towards success. They know that without failure, there is no progress. It's the failure that forces you to adapt, to innovate, to get better. I'm not saying you should go out of your way to fail, but I am saying that you shouldn't be afraid of it. Failure should never be a reason to give up. It should be the fuel that propels you forward. The 95% will always find excuses not to fail because they think it makes them look weak. But failure is a badge of honor for those who understand that it's a stepping stone to success. If you want to get ahead, you need to learn to fail fast and fail often. The quicker you fail, the quicker you can learn, and the quicker you can grow. If you keep trying to avoid failure, you'll be stuck in the same place forever. But if you learn from each failure and keep pushing forward, you'll find yourself further along the path to success than anyone who is too afraid to take risks. Work harder, work smarter. There's this misconception that if you work hard enough, success will come. The truth is, working hard is important, but working smart is even more important. You can work 18-hour days and still get nowhere if you're not working with intention, strategy, and focus. The 95% of people will tell you that they're working hard, that they're putting in the hours. But the question is, are you working smart? Are you using your time effectively? Are you prioritizing the right tasks and eliminating the distractions that hold you back? Hard work alone won't get you to the top. If you're just grinding away without a clear plan, you'll burn out quickly and see little progress. But if you work smarter, if you focus on high leverage tasks, if you prioritize actions that directly contribute to your goals, then your results will be far greater. There's a difference between busy work and productive work. Most people in the 95% are just busy. They fill their days with meetings, emails, and trivial tasks that give them the illusion of progress. But if you want to succeed, you have to learn to focus on what matters. You need to cut out the noise and concentrate on the few things that will truly move the needle for you. Smart work involves constantly looking for ways to improve, automate, delegate, and optimize. It's about constantly asking yourself, what's the most efficient way to achieve my goal? When you combine hard work with strategic thinking, you put yourself in a position to win. Surround yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Let that sink in. If you're surrounded by people who complain, who make excuses, who are content with mediocrity, then you're going to be just like them. But if you surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you, who expect more from you, you'll be forced to rise to the occasion. The 95% surround themselves with negativity. They listen to people who tell them that their dreams are impossible, that they should play it safe, that they're asking for too much. These people act as anchors, holding them back from reaching their true potential. But the 5%, they surround themselves with high achievers. They seek out mentors, advisors, and peers who are already where they want to be. They understand that success is a team effort, and you need the right people in your corner to help you get to the top. Your network is your net worth. You cannot achieve greatness alone. You need people who will push you, challenge you, and call you out when you're not living up to your potential. And if you're serious about leaving the 95% behind, you need to be willing to cut ties with anyone who holds you back. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you up or drag you down. The choice is yours. If you want to be a part of the 5%, you need to consciously choose to be around those who are going to help you elevate your life. Take massive action. Taking action is the single most important thing you can do. It's not enough to just think about your goals or to talk about them. You must take massive, consistent action every single day to move closer to what you want. The 95%. But think about their goals. They make plans. They get excited for a little while, but then they fail to take meaningful action. They hesitate. They procrastinate. They come up with excuses. They allow fear and doubt to stop them from making progress. But the 5% take massive action. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't wait until everything is aligned. They take action in the face of uncertainty because they know that progress comes from doing, not from thinking. You can sit around and plan all day long, but if you don't take action, you'll never get anywhere. Massive action means doing what others won't. It means staying focused, staying persistent, and working relentlessly toward your goals. The 95% will always find an excuse not to act, but the 5% will keep moving forward, one step at a time. Action creates momentum. The more you do, the more you'll be motivated to do. And the quicker you start, the quicker you'll see results. The only way to make progress is to take action. And the best time to start is now. If you want to leave the 95% behind, you need to commit to massive action no matter what. The power of unshakable belief. One of the most critical components that separate the 5% from the 95% is belief. Unshakable belief in themselves and their potential. Most people are trapped by doubt and insecurity. They look at their circumstances and think, who am I to think I can achieve something extraordinary? They allow the opinions of others, the fear of failure, and their past experiences to dictate their future. This is the limiting mindset that keeps people stuck in mediocrity. The 95% operate in a cycle of self-doubt. They think they are not good enough, not worthy enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough to achieve anything beyond what they've already done. The result? They play small. They aim low. They never push themselves to the edge because they don't believe they can make it. But that belief, or lack thereof, is exactly what keeps them in the 95%. Their limiting beliefs trap them in a small, predictable existence. On the other hand, the 5% don't have any more talent, resources, or advantages than the 95%, but they have one thing that sets them apart: unshakable belief. They believe without a doubt that they can achieve anything they set their minds to. It's not a belief based on wishful thinking. It's rooted in the understanding that they control their own destiny. They believe that they are capable of learning, adapting, and overcoming any obstacles in their way. They don't let doubts or challenges stop them. They use them as fuel. When you believe in yourself, you unlock the door to unlimited potential. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions create your results. If you believe you can't do something, you'll find every excuse to avoid doing it. If you believe that failure is final, you'll quit the moment things get tough. But if you believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you can accomplish great things, your actions will align with that belief. And when you take consistent, focused action, results will follow. Now, some of you may be sitting there thinking, but I've tried before and failed. Let me tell you something. Failure is part of the process. Failure doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you're learning and growing. Every failure is just a lesson in disguise. The key is to never lose faith in your ability to learn, adapt, and succeed in the end. The 95% fail and give up. The 5% fail and come back stronger, more determined than ever. It's all about how you perceive failure, and more importantly, how you respond to it. Belief doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. The 95% look for reassurance from others. They seek approval, waiting for someone to tell them they're good enough or smart enough to succeed. But the 5% don't need anyone's approval. They don't care if the world doubts them. They believe in themselves regardless of external circumstances. And that unwavering belief in their ability to achieve greatness is what propels them forward, even when everything else seems stacked against them. To join the 5%, you need to develop this unshakable belief in yourself. You need to stop questioning your worth and start acting like someone who has already achieved what they want. It starts with deciding that you are worthy of success and that you have what it takes to make it happen. No one can take that belief away from you unless you let them. The stronger your belief, the stronger your resolve, and the faster you will break free from the chains of mediocrity. Now that we've covered the 7 key principles, leaving your comfort zone, aiming for extraordinary goals, embracing failure, working smarter, surrounding yourself with the right people, taking massive action, and cultivating unshakable belief, let me remind you that this is not just another motivational speech. These are not nice-to-have concepts. They are non-negotiable realities if you are serious about achieving extraordinary success. So ask yourself, where are you? Are you still stuck in the 95%, playing small, afraid of taking risks and making excuses? Or are you ready to break free, embrace the discomfort, and take the necessary steps to be part of the 5% that truly makes it happen? The road will be difficult, but the rewards will be worth it. You have the power within you to transform your life, but only if you believe it and act on it. Today is the day to make that commitment to yourself. Do not wait. The time is now.